Hi, so today I will be teaching about Mr. Felix Longoria's um, story, which he is a forgotten hero and someone who has to be remembered. So I will be teaching ninth grade history lesson. We will explore in how his history became a turning point for Mexican American civil rights and how literature helps keep memory alive. For context on Longoria, Mr. Longoria was a Mexican American truck driver, a husband, and a father, and he was also a person who was born in a small town in Texas called Three Waters. During that time, World War II was happening. He was drafted into the U.S. Army and sent overseas to fight for his country. Sadly, Felix was killed in actions in the Philippines in 1945, near the end of the war. When his body was brought home, that's where his family faced a heartbreaking discrimination at their local funeral home and refused to hold his wake because of his Mexican heritage. Mr. Dr. Garcia, he was a very important person in this civil rights movement. As thanks to him and the American GI Forum, Felix Longoria was given the honor to that he deserved and was laid to rest at Arlington's National Cemetery. This is a picture of what Mr. Longoria's tombstone looked like. And then how everything started, it was all thanks to the letter that Miss Beatriz Longoria had made in January 7th of 1949. She went to the Rice funeral home where she wanted her husband's body to lie. And as it was the only funeral home in Three Waters, but once again, services were refused, and even though he was a veteran, they made no excuses to allow him due to his skin color, his ethnicity, culture, and everything. There was only white people's funeral home. Students will reflect on reflect on the letter, and then they're going to tell me how it looks like, what it looks like for them. Then we're also going to read on corresponds, page 88, Dr. Hector's P. Garcia's letter, as a response of discrimination. This letter was written to Lyndon B. Johnson, just as describing the discrimination faced towards the family of Mr. Longoria, and then also like he expressed his outrage that a fallen Mexican American soldier was denied these services based on his ethnicity. Um, Thanks to this letter, he sent it out to the government officials, including Senator Lyndon B. Johnson, obviously demanding justice and equal treatment for Latino veterans. Mr. Lyndon B. Johnson did respond to his letter. He expressed his sympathy and supported Felix Longoria's family. He also thanked Dr. Garcia for bringing the issue to his attention and acknowledging these injustices that had occurred. Johnson wrote that he was deeply troubled by the discrimination that the family had experienced, and even though all the sacrifices that he had done for this country, and then wanted to give him the proper burial and ceremony for all that he had done for the country. Here is a timeline of everything that occurred during the time from his death to his burial. So we have 1949, Longoria's death. 1948, the body returns home, and then we also have January 1949, where Dr. Hector P. Garcia, was involved in this, and then also January 1949, where Senator Lyndon B. Johnson responds, and then the national attention as well as the burial in Arlington National Cemetery. Then the students will have an exit ticket. They will respond on what does Longoria's story teach us about fairness and equality in America, and then how can we think a situation today where someone used their voice to fight for justice, just like Dr. Garcia said. Here are my sites, and that will be it. Thank you.